Hey boys and girls, it's Jaclyn from SNA, and today as part of our winter program, I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this awesome experiment called the Rainbow Rain experiment. Awesome, okay. So to make our Rainbow Rain experiment, we are going to need a couple of items. So you guys can go ahead and grab 2 cups. You're going to need like a see-through cup like this. You're also going to need a cup full of water. So go ahead and grab 1 cup that's empty and 1 cup that's full of about lukewarm water. And you guys can go ahead and put that on the side. You're also going to need some shaving cream. So you guys can go ask your parents for permission, or if you have your kits with you, it should be on there too. Awesome. You're also going to need some food dye. So I have red and green here. I think they're pretty festive, pretty cool colors. You guys can go ahead and get them from your kits, and if you don't have them, go ahead and ask your parents if they have some food dye. You guys can go ahead and use that. And you guys can also get a tin to put your experiment in if you want to, or like a plate to put it underneath so you don't make a mess. But if you do this right, like how I'm going to show you guys how, you shouldn't have to worry about using a tin. You should be all good to go. Awesome. Okay, so the first step into our experiment is to take our cups. So you guys can go ahead and take your cups, and you're going to take your empty cup and you're going to fill it with the water. You're going to fill it about 3/4. So about this much should be good. It's a little bit more than 3/4, but it's good. So you guys can just fill it up about this much, full of water. Make sure that you have not too much less than this one, because you need lots of water for our experiment. So this should be about good for the experiment. Once you have your water filled up, you can go ahead and grab your shaving cream. This is the fun part. You can take your shaving cream, and if you haven't already opened it, you can kind of shake it a bit, just to make sure it's all nice and, shooken up. And once you have your shaving cream, you can go ahead and add a cloud on top of your water. So you guys can watch. I'm going to take my shaving cream and I'm just going to make a little circle, just like that, on top of mine. Awesome. You guys can see it looks like a cloud. It's pretty cool. Try not to make too much more than this, because it's going to be kind of hard for the food dye to go through it to make our rain. So just kind of about this much should be good. Awesome. So once you guys have your shaving cream, you can go ahead and grab your dye, your food dye. I'm going to take out my red one and green one, and you guys can add on some drops. So just to the top, add on a couple of drops. You guys can see I'm putting in my red ones. And already it's starting to work. So I'm going to add some green ones too. Just a couple dots here or there. Oh wow guys, and already you guys can start seeing that my rainbow rain is starting to happen. My clouds are raining holiday colors, festive colors. Wow. That is so cool. You guys can watch and see, and you guys can add some more if you want to try some more. Just kind of add them on. Add more if you want to. You guys can go ahead and watch as all that rain, or not rain, but all that food dye goes down. It makes all these cool colors. Awesome, okay. So you might be wondering, what's the science behind this experiment? How did these dyes make rain from the shaving cream? And it's really simple actually. So basically clouds are formed from water vapor that forms into droplets in the sky. And they gather together and become so heavy that eventually they drop down to earth as rain or snow, depending on how cold it is. And the rain falls down due to gravity, which is part of the water cycle. So the same thing happened in our experiment. Basically, the food dye on top of the shaving cream became so heavy that it couldn't hold the weight of the food dye. So it dropped it down into the water because it couldn't hold it anymore. And that's what created our rain and our different colors. Yeah, and then eventually they swirled all together. You guys can see that this is my experiment a few minutes after I finished it with you guys. And you guys can see that all the food dye kind of like merged together at the end, which is kind of fun. Yeah, awesome. So you guys can try this experiment again if you want. You can test the different colors. You can test the temperature of water, maybe. Try to see if there's a difference, if it's warm or cold. Or you can try using your shaving cream and making bigger clouds if you want to. Yeah, just try having fun, having different experiments. Always try something new. You never know what you're gonna get. Awesome. Okay. Thank you so much for listening, guys. I hope you have an awesome time with your rainbow clouds, or your rainbow rain, sorry. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.